fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Bills Stadium here in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills. This one for the right to represent the AFC in Super Bowl 56 in L.A. Off we go. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A big play there on the catch and run. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's got his target, Chris Conley. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there. 3
plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It's
touchdown, Texans. Le'Veon Bell, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Open man is McMath. And all the way down to the 26. A big play here for Buffalo.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Buying time to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Texans scoop it. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now. But I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game, because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. From the 22, Watson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. On first down, it's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Right here, guys. Fight to begin.
On play action, Allen. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Allen's throw is complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. He sets to fire deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Allen off the play fake. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Malik Collins, his second sack of the night. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game.
And now Watson throws another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And the Bills are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's second and 10. In his own end zone, it's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot.
Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks there to make the grab. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught by McMath. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen being chased out left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Steps away to his left.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us as always as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 56 in L.A. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Dancing to his left. Allen hit. He lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Get ready. Right here, guys. Fight.
Throwing again on second down. Allen eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jonathan Grenard. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. To the air, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll look to run with Singletary, and he stopped immediately there. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, it'll be Singletary. And this time they were ready for him, as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal. Allen forced out to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. On 1st and 10, Watson buying time to his left. Left side, it's Dorsett. 2nd down and 7. To throw is Watson. Flushed out right. He's looking deep for Bell. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 34. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
A final shot before the break. Watson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. McKenzie now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Squeeze, double. 51 to Mike, boys. 51.
Allen now looks to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And finally he's taken down at the 18. A big play here for Buffalo. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. And he had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play? Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary there to make the grab. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnose perfectly there.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats. Look at this, 22.3 miles an hour was his top speed. Now a first down carry by Bell. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson being chased out left. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Texans have broken the tie. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On first down, Singletary. And he's got some space here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he is going to have a Bills first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jonathan Grenard able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Allen going deep for Diggs. And this is caught. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Bell. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Watson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Now he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They need a touchdown to tie it. Of course, they know full well they won't have too many more possessions, if any, in this championship game. Steps away to his left. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On play action, Allen. He's got the hookup with Diggs. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Watson now to throw. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there for Houston. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
They're going option play on 3rd down.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Texans have broken the tie. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Watson sliding out of the pocket. He's got his target, Chris Conley. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. Throwing now, Watson. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
The Texans, they are going to the Super Bowl as we sign off and say goodnight, everybody.